Season a butcher block wood cutting board. One of the necessities in any kitchen is the chopping board, and among the different types of chopping board, the wooden chopping board is one of the most recommended. The butcher block wood cutting board is considered to be a prized possession in the kitchen, as it can take on harder wear and tear compared to other cutting boards. This is great for chopping up vegetable and fruits, but isn't recommended for chopping up meats and fish, as these foods leave stain, moisture and odor on the wooden chopping board. Like any other chopping board, it is very important to know how to maintain a wooden chopping board to make sure that it is safe to use and it will last for a long period of time. And when it comes to wooden chopping board maintenance, one of the things that you will often hear is seasoning your chopping board. Seasoning your chopping board doesn't mean that you'll have to add some spices to it. It means that you have to treat your wooden chopping board to prevent stains and germ formation on it. Clean your chopping board. The first thing you would want to do is to clean your chopping board. Use a damp cloth to wipe the surface clean, then use a lemon disinfectant to disinfect your cutting board. Slice some chips of paraffin. The paraffin will help the mineral oil hold onto the surface of your chopping board. Cut of some paraffin, place it in a bowl. Add a liberal amount of mineral oil, depending on how big your cutting board is, and then place it in the microwave to heat it up. Pour the heated oil on the cutting board. After you have heated up the paraffin and the oil, pour it on the surface of the cutting board. Allow the oil to sink in until the wooden cutting board won't accept any more oil. Using a clean dry cloth, wipe the excess oil from the cutting board. Apply some beeswax on the surface of the cutting board. Use a soft dry cloth for applying the beeswax. Wipe away any excess and you can buff the chopping board to give it a little shine finish. This step is optional, as the beeswax is only an added protection for your cutting board. A few tips you have to remember are to never use vegetable oil or cooking oil to treat or season your cutting board. Doing so may cause your cutting board to have a rancid and spoiled oil odor. Other than that, you have to season your chopping board regularly. If you use the cutting board often, then it will be best to do it at least once a month. If you rarely use your wooden cutting board, you can season it at least once a year. With the proper surface treatment, you can make sure that your butcher block wood cutting board will be free from stains, odors, and mold growth. That is why, whether your cutting board is old or new, it is very important that you season it to make it safer to use.